picture disc and Kenny's big old hay. Put 'em up on eBay for the day was done. Watch the bids roll in till the morning sun. That old crochet blanket my grandma once made, I thought was just tacky, now it's well displayed. Some fella in Kansas paid $110 for a piece of my past I'll not see again. Oh, eBay.
Welcome everyone to the video. Welcome to the channel here. As you can see, I'm over at the rose garden, like I said. Roses and roses as far as the eye can see. Obviously everything's blooming and in season right now. Pretty cool. And we're surrounded by multi-million-dollar homes here. We're talking starting price of around $5 million a house. It's wild. We're near the airport, and everything here. I mean, this is the definition of stop and smell the roses here. It smells like a gigantic perfume bottle out here. Pretty cool. Let me flip the camera around for you. So I'm just kind of sitting here. I'm going to do the what sold really quick, and then we'll kind of take a look. You know, we'll walk through the garden, and yeah, don't really have anything to talk about, but we'll talk about something. I have to go over to C's Candy, so it's not too far from here, so I'm going to go run over there really quick. I might pop into the Goodwill that's there in that area, because there is a Goodwill right there. It's a Goodwill that I'll get like one, maybe two items out of there, not too much. So I might run in there, I might not. One thing I got to do is process product. I've been going to the bins quite a bit. You know, I've only filmed a few of them, but I've been there more than the few that I've actually filmed at the bins. So I got a lot to work on and process. Ran into Michael, the estate picker there yesterday, and he was telling me, like, you know, big hit. He found this clock that goes for $350. While he was there, he found a DVD set that goes for $80. You know, and I was telling him, you know, I found this tanning lamp that goes for $150. I already sold the DVD box set for $77. It's just wow. There's so many great items here, and you know, yes, we're in San Jose, so don't think, yeah, the bins are great, but they're higher priced than a lot of bins that you see around the country. You know, we're in San Jose, Silicon Valley. Like I said, in the area I'm in, you know, starting house prices around here start about $5 million. You know, you go down the freeway a little bit, I think about $1 million a house. Even in the ghetto, we're looking about, you know, $750,000 for a house. So it's wild here. Prices are wild, but you know, but we can find great items here to resell. We can find crazy items to resell. Yes, we're going to pay up a little bit more, but you know, there's some great items here. So, let's go ahead and run through the what sold really quick. While I was here doing the what sold, all of a sudden a big group just showed up around me. It started encircling me, and they were talking and everything. So I already shot the whole thing, and I was like, oh, they were just hanging out around me, talking and everything. I mean, I'm in a public place. I can't, you know, can't really complain, but I'm complaining. Like, why did they just have to circle around me? They just stopped right around me, standing in front of me, behind me, to the side of me. I don't know. I think they were trying to get me to leave. I don't know. So I was just waiting for them. Eventually, they walked away. So let's move on. Okay, let's get to the what solds here. So, like I said, I already went through this, so it's feeling redundant for me. The first off the bat, everything should appear over one of my shoulders. San Francisco Giants Tokidoki Totes, $30 is what it sold for. $6.22 is what the shipping charge was. Padded poly bag is what this went into. There was no sold history on this. There was Tokidoki Giants, San Francisco Giants stuff, but no tote bags. Couldn't find any tote bags. There was no sales history. Nothing really for me to go on. So, you know, I just had to rely on my knowledge of Tokidoki and tote bags and baseball stuff to kind of come up with a price. And I thought maybe $40. Sold for $30. I took an offer at $30. I was like, yeah, it's more than fair. Definitely above average for just a nylon tote bag. And also, I got it at the bins. So, you know, yes, we paid a little bit more. It's like $2.99 a pound for most merchandise. So, and this weighed less than a pound. So we definitely paid under $3. So $30 is a great selling price on that. And we made a little bit on the shipping. We always make a little bit more on the shipping because it goes towards shipping supplies. Everything's getting more expensive. Shipping supplies is getting more expensive. So we got to cover the cost there somehow. And plus, I'm always thinking, you know, I'm always trying to maximize my profit with each item if I can. And that also helps as well too, you know, thinking about that. Always when you're purchasing an item, thinking about not just, you know, how much money I'm going to make, but how much am I going to spend to get it shipped out? How much is the box going to cost? How much is the bubble wrap going to cost? How much is the label going to cost? You know, all that stuff gets rolled up into my thought process. So really, really cool, $30 sale, and it's out of here, and it's sold within about a couple days. So pretty cool, and it's pretty cool to start seeing all this stuff, you know, we're finding at the bins sell relatively fast. So you still got to pick out the right items. You can't just fill up a cart of the bins. It's not, you know, I see people in there just filling up carts, and I see that. I know they're flea market vendors, and that might work for a flea market setting, but when you're selling online, you definitely got to be a little more picky. Even though the price is good, you still got to be picky and pick the right items. And I hope the videos I'm showing you, not just my 13 videos, what's sold videos, also help you to get items sold. Next item here is a little electronic pig. Bacon bits, a pig, electronic, toy, retro style, farm animal, Westminster. So pretty cool. Brand new, $37.14 is what it's sold for. So a good, you know, that's a good profit there. $10 what they paid in shipping. Went in one of my smaller boxes, $9.75 box. So really cool. I wouldn't say go out and spend, you know, pay money for all these little electronic toys. Westminster, these little pigs seem to do pretty good. I couldn't find any currently listed green ones, so maybe that could, the color kind of helped just make it sell. But really cool. Almost $40 on this little pig, little electronic pig. One thing to watch out for, and I was checking the box for it when I did pick this up, is it are batteries included? Are there batteries inside? Because if there are batteries inside, you know, this was an older piece, those batteries could have exploded. And luckily it said batteries not included, so great. That was great. Sometimes they do have, it says batteries included, but they might not be installed in the product. If it says test me, then you know obviously it has batteries in it. So just something to be aware of, be cautious of with some of these older items. Electronic items, that is. Okay, the next item, pair of shoes, right? You know, everybody knows their shoes sell. You know, look out for Nikes, look out for Hokas, look out for On, not necessarily On Cloud. On Cloud is, the Cloud is one of their types of shoes, but On is the name of the company. Then they have On Cloud, they have On Monster Cloud. So definitely keep your eye out for those, and you know, it helps to have a little bit more knowledge than other people on these things. I mean, I think everybody calls them On Clouds, but nonetheless. These older Oakley shoes, definitely keep your eye out for them. You know, I don't find them too often. When I do, they're usually beat up, falling apart, whatever. But these ones here were in great shape, great condition. $58.51 is what they sold for. $13.28 is what the shipping was. These ones went in a box, just because, yeah, I felt they were paying quite a bit, close to $60 for shoes. I think that's fairly on the higher end, and. So I put them in a box, 12.86 box. So pretty cool sale. And I was kind of hoping they would go closer to $80, but I got an offer and I took it. You know, we're making money on it, and you know, I think it's pretty good and well above average, you know, for shoes. Definitely keep your eye out for Oakley. Oakley sunglasses, of course. You know, I think everyone is well aware of Oakley sunglasses. Back in the day, I used to collect them. They were still expensive back then. I remember when the Romeos came out and I picked up those. I saw them in the Mission Impossible 2 movie with Tom Cruise. And I was like, oh man, I got to get those. So of course I bought them. And then there were the Juliets, which I picked up as well too. A lot of the different frames. One that you don't really hear too much of, and from what I can see, they are fairly rare, are the magnesium frames. Definitely keep your eye out for the magnesium. They're super lightweight metal. I had a couple pairs of those. They were really cool, nice sunglasses. They're really nice sunglasses, and they go for quite a bit if you can find them. I don't know if Oakley's still making magnesium frames or not, but definitely keep your eye out for the magnesium Oakley frames. I remember when the Men in Black movie came out, and I had to get those Ray-Bans as well too. So I was before I wore glasses all the time, I was a collector of sunglasses. Okay. Gaming mice. Now this is a Razer Death Adder mouse, which typically goes for right around $15 or so if it's in good shape. This one here was, first of all, not in good shape, but it was Call of Duty branded, so you got the Call of Duty collab on that one. It did not have the side grips on it. It was also missing one of the pads on the bottom, but still sold for $22.11. $5.80 worth of paid in shipping. Went in one of my small white padded poly bags. So really, really cool. Gaming mice, definitely keep your eye out for gaming mice. Wired tend to be more of a premium, but the problem is finding those dongles for them. A lot of Logitech ones can use a universal dongle, but it's good to have the dongle if you can. It's great when it's wired, because then obviously you only look for dongles. And if they're branded, not just with a good company name like Razer, but also associated with a gaming brand, even better. One really good one to look out for is the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Razer one. Brand new, I think it goes for like $300 to $400. Used, it still goes for quite a bit. So definitely keep your eye out for those gaming mice. And I'll have an extra bonus item in this video since we're on location in a cool spot as well too. Winchester Mystery House lunchbox is the next item. $21 is what it sold for. $11.71 is what they paid in shipping. This one went into a 12/8/6 box. Just because it was a thinner tin, and I didn't want to get it bent out of shape at all on the way to its destination. Now, definitely looking out for old lunch boxes, tin lunch boxes. I don't think I have to tell you. Look out for the thermoses, the boxes, all that. But look out for ones that are, associated with something maybe in your city that's fairly famous. Winchester Mystery House was just in a new episode of Ghost Hunters. Pretty iconic spot, and pretty iconic here in San Jose. Obviously they're associated with the Winchester rifle. And Disneyland stuff. If you're in Southern California, of course Disney. Disney World in Florida. I mean, and there's other locations around the country, around the world, that you can buy souvenir pieces from and resell. Most of them, most don't do really well, but cool, unique ones. I couldn't find any other. Did I find any other one of these? I can't remember. I don't want to misspeak, but. I can't remember if I did find any of these or I didn't find any of these. All right, I better not say anything on it then, because if I don't remember, I don't remember. But nonetheless, it's sold. So make sure it's in good condition. If it's something modern and not retro or old, make sure it's complete as well too. So really, really cool sale there. And as a matter of fact, I was just thinking the Winchester Mystery House has a little courtyard area that you don't have to really pay to go into. You can just kind of go in there and kind of hang out. I think so. Yeah, I think the front gate is where you buy the tickets, but I think that's only if you're going into the actual thing. I'll double check on that. Maybe I'll do a video there. We'll see. We'll see about that. But pretty cool. The bonus one here sold relatively quickly. I just listened to this yesterday and it already sold $6. It's not crazy amount of money, but it sold incredibly fast. I got it at the bins. It weighs, I think it weighed like maybe 2 ounces, so far less than the per pound, what we pay per pound. $5.21 what they paid in shipping, so we'll make a little bit on the shipping there. But Field Notes, what was it called? Field Notes. I'm putting them on my phone when I shouldn't be. Field Notes brand is what it's called, really. And I listed it as used, even though there was no writing on it. But I do believe it comes in a 3-pack from what I was looking at, and they do really, really well, surprisingly. So definitely something to keep your name out for. Field Notes brand. Individually, if it's not used, $6. If it's complete with the other 3, then you're probably looking, I think it was around $20 or so was the research I was doing. So it's just a basic little notepad. It looked like graphing lines in the middle, so that was pretty cool. But let's get up and walk around a little bit really quick since we are here. And typically we don't do these videos on location. So since we're in a little bit of an area here, let's go ahead and get up and walk and talk. And I might not show my face. You probably want to see the garden. Okay, so in regards to reselling, what's happening out there? What am I going to talk about while I'm walking around right now? What do we have? We have the China deal. Not necessarily reselling involved, but we have a potential deal announced with China. I'll probably talk a little bit more about it on my Saturday show, my Saturday podcast. But that was interesting. So somebody blink first. I talked about it last Saturday that we're what's probably going to happen is somebody needs to blink. Everybody's doing this weird staring contest between Donald Trump, the Chinese, and the what do you call it? The Fed. I forgot what his name is. But everybody is like, nobody wants to give in to anybody. Donald Trump is obviously, he wants the interest rates down. He's made no secret about that. And, it will be interesting. Let's walk this way. We'll walk this way. There's always, obviously this is like an Instagram haven or a TikTok, destination. It'll get a lot busier later, or on the weekends. It's just crazy, right? Lots of weddings. You can have your wedding ceremony here and everything. So somebody blinked between Donald Trump and the Chinese. I think the Fed, Powell, I think was his last name. Powell pretty much was not going to do anything. So, somebody had to do something. It was going to have to happen sooner or later. Like I talked about in my video on Saturday, we really aren't going to feel the effects of these tariffs, of these extreme tariffs, in my opinion, until end of summer or so. It's probably when we're going to see this effect. And it would probably really hurt come end of the year, fourth quarter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas. So I'm glad, and I hope there wasn't too much damage done, and which I don't think. I think companies are, I think people that are in the know, which are a lot of these companies that were involved or potentially could be affected by these tariffs, were well aware of the situation. These people are smart. These people know what they're doing. They know, and I'm pretty sure everybody was aware that something was going to happen, before the end of summer, when we potentially could have had a pretty major pretty major economic issues here, with tariffs, interest rates, and what was the other thing? What was the third thing I was thinking of? I can't remember right now. Maybe it's all the floral. I already took my allergy medicine before I came out here, so just to be on the safe side. It was the trifecta. It was tariffs, and then, oh, that's right. No product coming in. Less product coming into the country because of high tariffs. So it was going to be low inventory, high tariffs, and then potentially interest rate problem as well too. Interest rates maybe going up, maybe staying steady, and luckily, or hopefully, that is avoided. I mean, check this place out. It's pretty amazing. In full bloom. I mean, obviously during the winter time, it's just green, right? But right now, look at this. We got that little, that's one of the walkways come in with all the trees there. Little puddle right here. I mean, avoid that. Got the big water fountain right here. Big park right behind us. You might have saw it in the video. But really cool spot. Really cool area. That's enough. That's enough talk about tariffs and everything. In my opinion, a lot of nonsense. For no reason at all. But sometimes I gotta stop and smell the roses. No pun intended. No pun intended, of course. So really cool area. I don't want to, invade if anybody's enjoying. I don't want to come in there filming while people aren't enjoying it or taking pictures or anything like that. So we'll go ahead and wrap up the video here, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the area. Let me know what you think of the what sold. Let me know what you think about anything I talked about. And I'm going to get out of here because I got to go pick up C's candy. Adios. Thanks for watching. Hey, you've made it to the end. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please like the video by hitting the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel by hitting my little round icon down below. It really does help us out here. Also, you'll find a couple of selections. You'll see a playlist of videos to watch and my most recent video that I did upload.